Good morning, guys. I was going to wake up today and do a day in the life for you guys, and then when I woke up I saw that you guys had so many great questions regarding our video we posted yesterday, and so I thought I will not only do a day in the life, but I'll also address a lot of the questions that you guys asked yesterday, just because a lot of the stuff I need to work on today is ironically a part of the questions that you guys asked. So I'm super excited to jump into today and just show you guys kind of like the flow of what my life looks like, and also address all of those questions that you guys have. Before I jump into it, I just want to remind you guys that we have been in business for 7 years now. When we opened our coffee shop 7 years ago, my life looked a lot different. We couldn't afford employees when we first started, so I worked every single shift of every single day by myself. My husband Casey had a full-time job still, just because we weren't sure if the coffee shop was going to be a success or not, and we had a mortgage, so we were hoping to still continue to get income throughout that first process. And it took almost 2 years for Casey to be able to quit his full-time job in order to come help me with the coffee shop. So as I sit here today and do this day in the life in my pajamas at 10 a.m., I just want to remind you guys that my life did not look like this when we first opened our coffee shop, and so don't expect your life to feel or look the same way as well. A lot of the freedoms that I have now, the ability to sit here and make this video for you guys, is not something I would have been able to do at the very beginning of our company, just because I had to work at the shops in order to get them going and to make them successful. And so we started with the one shop, and then it took us 5 years in order to produce a second shop. So now we have 2 managers who are running both shops for me at the moment. Casey just left because one of our ice makers is acting up. We have the worst luck with ice makers. I don't understand what it is, but even the ice maker company told us that we just have bad luck, and I'm like, love that. It's over 100 degrees here in Idaho this week, so that is not helping the ice situation either, but that's a whole other topic. Okay, let's jump into some of the questions that you guys had, and I'll answer those, and then we're going to jump into what projects we're working on today, because it's all involving the website and social media and a launch that we're working on, and you guys might get to see the launch before anyone else does. So let's jump in. Okay, answering some of your comments. Travis, yes, you asked for an update, and boom, you're right. Like I talked about a little bit yesterday, I don't know why I wasn't posting on YouTube, other than this has just been like a really hard season for us. I don't know if other people have felt this way. I'm an Enneagram 3. I don't know if you guys have studied Enneagrams or know anything about those, but a lot of how I view myself or perceive myself is based off of my success, which is frustrating, and I value kind of my worth based off of my work. And it's something I've really been working on, but it has been a difficult season with coronavirus, just because I've been quarantined. I haven't had coronavirus, but like just us like sheltering in home and then trying to run the coffee shops, and I just feel like every day has been something new that's been really difficult. Plus in June, Casey and I lost one of our best friends, and it was in a pretty tragic accident, and so just like everything has been so just pressing and heavy on us. And we were talking last night, we went on a walk, and I just told Casey, I was like, you have been doing better than I have, but this has been a really tough season for us, and so YouTube was literally the least of my priorities, but things are starting to feel a little normal again. They're not normal, but they're starting to feel a little bit better, and so I'm excited to kind of jump back in and provide videos for you guys. So yes, Travis, I know you asked for an update, and here we are. 2 days in a row, what can I say? Chris, domestic Chris, you are so sweet. I have been missing our videos as well. That's awesome that you guys are hiring an intern to help you guys out with that. That's amazing. Just like I talked about yesterday, just because it's not your thing doesn't mean that you should excuse social media. Find someone who can help you, someone who's passionate about it. And just really, one of the things that I would suggest to you guys is make it very, very clear what your expectations are, because one of the things that causes a ton of frustration, I actually took a leadership class about this, is that if you don't make it clear what is expected of people, that will cause so much frustration when they do something that you don't like and then you correct that behavior. It's okay, obviously, to correct behavior, but I feel like in order for it to be successful for you and for them, make it very clear that like, this is how I expect a post to look. I would love for it to you know, have proper grammar, proper sentence structure, proper spelling. We want the pictures to look somewhat like this. And then obviously give them a little creative control, because that's what's going to make their posts the best that they can be. But just make sure that you make it really clear. We had to have a talk with our social media team when we first started, because one person would use like a ton of emojis and was really, I would say like more slang, or, you know, sup y'all, how are ya type of thing. And the other person would be like, good morning, we are very excited. And so it was really interesting because you could see the fluctuation in who was the one posting, which is fine, and it reaches all different audiences. But I would just say, if you want it to look a specific way, make sure that you really communicate that beforehand. I'll show you guys if I can make it work. One of the new things that I've been working on is that I wanted our Red Bull of the Weeks and our Drink of the Weeks to stand out, because we used to just kind of post a random picture and then people would come through and they'd get lost in the feed of our normal pictures and stuff. And so I actually started using Photoshop and taking a picture of the drink, photoshopping it, and then creating like an ad or a poster of some sort. I don't know if that will focus for you guys. There we go. So like that was our Shark Bite Red Bull we did for Shark Week. That was last week. This week we did Red Bull of the Week as the James Dean. And so I've been creating these little posts. This is something that we've actually never done before, so this is new for us. But I worked with my graphic designer. She created me, it's called a library in Adobe. And so it just has all the elements, the fonts, the colors that are very much our brand. And then it's up to me to take the pictures and up to me to do all the photoshopping. I realized that that might be so far outside of people's comfort levels, but it's something that I do as a photographer, and I'm very comfortable in Photoshop. I'm not the best graphic designer. I'm not a graphic designer by trade. I have not studied graphic design. I took one class in college, but honestly, I just wanted it to be an easy elective. So I know that that's probably not something that people are going to start doing right away, and that is okay. If you want to just post a picture like this, that is totally fine. That picture has 121 likes, like it's doing great. So, and we only have 4,800 followers on our Instagram. So don't feel like you have to jump in and do this instantly. It took us 7 years for me to start doing this. And honestly, will it stick around? It depends. Depends on how well they do and how much time it's taking me, and if it's worth it to post something like that. Because this one the other day, which I was like really excited about, I thought I did a pretty good job on, has 65 likes. So I'm like, really? That's interesting. Okay, so as far as answering your question, Chris, yes, every Monday I do post the Drink of the Week and the Red Bull of the Week. The rest of the days are totally at random. Sometimes we'll pay attention, not sometimes, we always pay attention to holidays. We pay attention to like first day of school. We pay attention to things maybe happening in the military around us that would be a good post, or community events if we have like a big parade coming up for that month, or just something along those lines. We always make sure and post those. So that would be something for you guys to keep in mind, is what events do you have coming up, or what national events, what local events, and use those for posts. Other than that, if we want to release a new product, like today we actually released a new sticker. You guys probably didn't even pick up on this last night, but I showed you about a new sticker that we released last night that no one else had even seen yet. So you guys got to be the first ones to see that new sticker. I was asking Casey this morning how he felt like the new sticker was going, and it seems to be doing pretty good. On Instagram, it has 91 likes, and Facebook, which always we get less exposure on Facebook for some reason, it has 23. It's kind of a cute sticker though. It says sunshine in a cup. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but super cute. Like I told you guys yesterday, stickers for us are just a form of advertising. They always have our logo on them. We only sell them for $2. We pay like around $1.50 for each one, plus shipping. So by the time you pay shipping and the sticker price, we basically break even. But for us, it's just fun to get our logo out there. We have some more releases that we're working on this month, and I am actually going to walk you guys through, because you will get to be the first people to see a new release that we are doing either later today or tomorrow, and you're going to be a part of this entire process. So let's jump into it. I'm gonna put the calendar away. So Sorry, I'm literally still in my pajamas. What happens with my like schedule with my life is that I'll typically wake up and drink coffee and check my emails. I already finished checking all my emails this morning. And then I'll work on whatever projects I need to get done here at the house before I leave for the coffee shops. And so what I typically do is I don't end up getting ready. I just kind of let myself be a slum, yeah, until I'm ready to go to the coffee shops, and then I'll go hop in the shower and actually get ready for the day. So because you guys get me in my morning best, you'll get to see this. Okay, so these are the new releases. No one has seen these yet. They're brand new. We literally just got them in the mail. The package just arrived like 15 minutes ago and we opened it up. They are Richardson 112 hats with leather patches on the front. We worked with our graphic designer. I don't know if the focus will be good. I think it's good. We worked with our graphic designer to come up with really cool logos and options. For instance, like I love this one. It is a F-15 jet, which is the jets that are here in Mountain Home, with our logo. So we did a couple of different designs. We did this camo with a brown back, and then the same patches are on every design. It's just the color of the hat. So this one is like a blue. It's kind of actually a gray, like a deep gray with a white back. And then this one is a heathered gray with a black back. So 3 different patches on each one. Super excited about these. I just think they're really fun. In the past we have done hats and they have gone over really well. The hats that we did in the past we were able to sell for $15, which I think is a great point for a hat, a price point for a hat. Most people are comfortable with spending more, but we wanted, again, to get them in people's hands because they all had our logo on them, and I was able to sell them. Some of the hats, you know, we've sold because I posted like the TikTok video and stuff. What we did is the front had the design and then the back had our logo. So people who weren't even from Mountain Home or weren't from Idaho were buying the hats just because they were really fun designs. But I will say that the designs that we did before were a little bit more feminine. We had a few guys buy them, but they were definitely more on the feminine side. And the hats that this run of hats are definitely more masculine. And it's going to be interesting to see how well these ones launch, just because they are a little bit more masculine, and I don't know how many guys are going to buy barista hats. But the other downside is that because these have the leather patching on the front, the price point for us was significantly higher than the other ones that we paid for and sold. So unfortunately, these ones we are going to have to sell for $25. So $10 more than the other hats, and we're just gonna see how it goes. Okay, so hats just arrived. I just showed you guys all of them. Now we're going to go through the process of getting them onto the website and getting them ready for our social media launch. Again, no one knows about these yet. They're brand new. So we have to release them on our social media. We have to release them on our website, and I'm probably going to send out an email blast. And so I'm going to bring you guys along for that entire process and how I am going to make that happen. So let's jump over to my desk and I'm going to show you my setup of how I'm going to take these pictures and just kind of the process. I'll also include the products I'm using, whether or not you're interested in it or want to do it with your phone. That's totally fine too. I'll show you kind of the results of both ways and we'll get going. Okay, first things first, I bought this Photo Studio Light box off of Amazon, and I'm kind of excited to try this thing out. I have never actually used a product photography box like this. In the past, what I've done for all of our shots is just use a poster board that you could buy at Walmart, just like a white poster board that we all used for science class in elementary school. One of those. So this thing's kind of cool. Has this power light, and then it creates an actual photo box. I like to use white just because I like our website to be very clean, and for photoshopping, I'm going to be taking out the background anyways, so we're going to leave it white, but I do actually have the option to do all of these different colors because it came with all of these backgrounds. Oh, there is a white. I'll probably put the white down then, just so that it's like a soft, these are soft foam. So I'll use that as our background. Okay, as far as photography equipment goes today, I'm using my Nikon D750. I'm gonna use my 35mm lens I know that's probably so far above and beyond what you care about. Can you use this? Absolutely. And I will show you guys how that looks too, especially if you are newer at this. I don't want you to jump in and go spend $3,000 on a setup like that. It's just, for me, I'm very comfortable with it and it's who I am. So I'm going to be using my camera. I will show you what it looks like on the phone just because it is an awesome option and you should definitely use it if that's all you have. Okay guys, set my tripod up for you. So as you can see, the hat is inside of here already. One of the things I noticed right away was that the hat likes to sit pretty flat and down. So I'm actually going to use my lens caps for my camera and I'm going to prop up the bill of the hat just so that it sticks up a little bit. And you won't be able to see it when I take the pictures, so it won't matter. I'm gonna start with my cell phone and then we will go from there. Yesterday, you guys said you wanted more light. This is my photographer guru. Is that better? I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm blinded now. Okay, using my cell phone, just going inside the camera roll. I just have an iPhone. I'm gonna take a picture and then I'm gonna show you guys how that looks. The perfectionist in me. Okay, there we are. I don't think that looks that bad. Is this something I would post on our website? Not plain. Could I? Absolutely, 100%. Looks fine. The part that I don't like is that I can see, I'm sorry, I'm trying to not make this look ridiculous for you guys. Okay, I don't like that I can see the outside of the background. So for me, I would Photoshop it. Filmed my face. Can you tell I'm not a YouTuber? Okay, other options. Trying to get it even better. Shot it from a little bit higher of an angle and tried to keep those side corners out. It looks a little bit better. So could I do this and post it on our website? Absolutely. Would anyone recognize the things that I don't like about it? Probably not. Okay, I'm going to use my actual camera now though. Just because, you know, I'm weird like that. And get it all set up here. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I needed a memory card. All right, I'm going to take the pictures now. I'm gonna be fast and just do one of each one, leaving them all in the same spot just so that my photoshopping is easier. Here goes nothing. Okay guys, just finished my last hat. That took me about 10 minutes, so not too bad. Got a tower of hats over here. I'm going to turn this off now and then we're going to move over to my computer and we'll start working on the editing process and how that whole situation is going to look over there. So now that I'm on my computer, I'm going to go to our website really quick and I'm just going to show you kind of the look we're going for and how I want this to kind of flow on our website. So if you go to our shop tab, you'll notice that even hats that I've done in the past, let me bring you guys off and show you on the screen. Okay guys, so I moved over to a screen recording of my actual computer screen so that you guys could see this, but this is our website. So this is how the hats and all the shirts and all of our cups and everything look. So you can see that it's a very clean look. You don't see any background. I essentially have removed all the backgrounds so that all you see is just the items themselves. Even our stickers, everything on our website should be just the background. The only thing that I did not do that for was our gift cards, and that's because they're white gift cards and I wasn't sure if people would be able to see them, but I stuck them at the very bottom so that they don't blend in with the rest of the items. Is this something that you necessarily have to do? No, it's just that it's a look that I really like and I feel like it puts off a really professional brand. And I always want our company to be as professional as possible, even if we are just a little tiny coffee shop in Idaho. Okay, so what we're going to do is import the photos from my camera, and then we are going to go through the editing process of how I deal with all of that. And then we're going to get these ready for a post for social media and put them up on our website. I can put them up on our website today as a hidden item, which will work well because like you can see this cup that we have, I'm actually out of right now. So right now it's hidden so that people can't see it. But it is an item that we do offer on our website, typically if we weren't sold out of it. So, all right, let's go to the editing process. I'm going to open all the images in Lightroom. Okay, I won't bring you along for the boring part of importing these, but once we get to the editing process, I will bring you guys back on. Okay guys, so the images are now up on my computer and I'm going to go through, I took 2 of each design, which I typically always do just in case I like accidentally misfocus or something and don't have to set up the design all over again. And so what I'm going to do is just go through and pick which one I want of each one. Because like I said, there's 2 of each one. And this process is kind of boring. Again, this is not something I feel like you guys really need to do, because if you guys have just your phone and just want to take just a nice clean picture, just do that. And you don't have to go through this entire process. This is just something that I do because I want to be able to provide like the best possible images for our website. And it's not something that's necessary. It's just the process that I choose to do. So I'm just now going through and just cleaning up the pictures, just cleaning up the backgrounds, brightening them up a little bit. There is such thing as too bright, but I also feel like I tend to shoot a little dark, and so I like to bring up the exposure just a little bit afterward. There's a lot of apps that you guys could use on your phone, even if you wanted to take care of this process. For instance, Lightroom is the program I'm using right now. That is actually available on your phone. So you could use Lightroom mobile and do kind of this same thing. Okay, these look awesome, you guys. I think that they are good to go. So I'm just going to export those, and then we are going to go to the process of putting them on the website. We're on the website now, and I'm going to add a new product. So it's going to go to our shop, and then it is a physical product. We have a Richardson, let me see if I spell it right, 112 snapback hat. We are selling them for $25. And Casey and I decided, although we have 9 of each one, we're only going to put 3 on the website just to help me with keeping track of inventory. And so I'm going to save that. Okay, for now I'm going to keep it hidden, and I'm just going to save it until I get all of them and we're kind of ready to actually launch these on the website. So I'm going to add another one. I think you guys probably get the hint here of like how I'm going to add all of these in, but I just wanted to show you a couple of them. And then let's, just making sure that's the right one. I'm going to show you guys how it looks. I'll unhide it from the website really quick. No one's going to know that it's on there. Can't imagine someone's shopping on our website right now. So I'm going to go ahead and make it visible, just so that I can show you guys what it would look like if it were live on the website. Okay guys, really quick. Casey and I's wedding anniversary is this weekend. We are leaving town to go up to a little resort town next to us just to go have a staycation for our anniversary. That being said, we have an order that just got done in Boise at our screen printing place, and I have an online order that was waiting for a shirt to be finished. So because I'm going to be gone all weekend, I have no choice but to drive to Boise now and grab that shirt. We also need to go grab a few items that the coffee shops need before we leave. So I'm going to go hop in the shower now and actually get ready for the day so that we can leave for Boise and go pick up that order and get it back. And then tomorrow, before we leave for our anniversary trip, I will make sure that it gets mailed off to my customer for that online order. This is just how kind of it goes, right? You like realize I need to do this right now, which is why it's good that I'm not on the actual schedule working a shift at the coffee shop, just because if I wouldn't have been able to pause what I'm doing here, or if I was actually working a shift, I wouldn't be able to go grab those items. So that's what we're going to do right now. I know I was in the middle of working on these and I do want to finish them so badly. It's like on my mind, and especially because I'm like mid-project, mid-working on it, but I will have to deal with it later just because that's how it goes. So I'm gonna go get ready for the day really quick, and the next time we chat, I'll probably be on my way to Boise going to pick up that order. Hey guys, okay, we just got to Boise. You know, glow up, right? For real. And I'm gonna run in and grab the order. It seems pretty crazy. It's about an hour drive to Boise, and then all of that just to run in and grab an order, which will take maybe 3 minutes and head home. But unfortunately, it's the closest screen printing place, so it is what it is. And then once we finish this, we'll probably grab something to eat because we have not had anything to eat yet today, and it is already almost 5 p.m., which is crazy. I'm starving. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
And then once we finish that up, head back home, finish putting those up on the website, and get ready for the launch. Can't decide if I want to launch tonight or tomorrow. What are your thoughts on it?
I don't know. We also talked about breaking the order up and maybe doing it in pieces. Try to keep some of the excitement up instead of just throwing all these 9 different hat designs at everyone at once. But I don't know. I think either way works.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to release them anyways, but whether we want to release them all at once or split it up, that's a big decision to make. All right, into the shop we go. We got these awesome new masks from, are you going in? Just me. Just you. I'll go. Got these awesome new masks from Under Armour that are actually really lightweight and nice because we wear them at work. So, all right, be back soon with the order. Okay, we're back home finally. It's only 8 o'clock at night, but it looks so dark outside because we have wildfires, and the wildfires are causing smoke, so it literally looks like it's midnight outside. It's crazy, but I just got home and I am going back to work on all of these hats, getting them uploaded onto the website just like I showed you guys earlier. And once I'm finished with that, then Casey and I will make our final decision on whether or not we want to release all of them tonight, or we want to release like a delayed release where we'll do, you know, like potentially, let's see, you know, potentially like this one's a jet, this one's the jet, and then we have a black and gray. It's also a jet. So maybe I'll do like the jet design one day, and then the next day I'll do the mountain design or something like that. I forgot to tell you guys this earlier, but Casey and I had talked about wanting to do snapback hats, and we hadn't gotten around to it, to ordering them. And so he saw this company that does the leather patches, and he loves these front leather patches. They're really popular right now. And so he ordered these ones. And I reached out to the lady who's done all our hats in the past and asked her if she could do the snapback hats, and she said yes. So I ordered a whole separate order of hats, totally different designs between the both of us. Another thing too is that I feel like Casey definitely did more masculine colors and masculine designs, and it has the leather patch, which mine don't have. And then mine I think are going to be more feminine, but I think that's not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, I think it's good that we're getting kind of both the male influence and the female influence on our merchandise. So it'll be interesting once his hats arrive, or not his hats, my hats, because mine haven't shipped out yet. We are gonna be like hat overload for a little bit. So, you know, if you're watching this and you really want a hat, I've got a lot. But I think it'll be good. What Casey and I talked about is we could use them for promotions, for giveaways. We can use them for holiday like gift baskets and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be good. Anyways, I'm going to finish this up and I'm not going to make you stick around for it because it's just uploading the pictures and the descriptions, which I've already showed you how to do. And then the last step is that Casey and I are going to decide whether or not we're doing that delayed release or the all of the release. And then once we've made that decision, we will make a post for our social media. It's getting a little too late to make a post tonight, but I can take whatever I had planned out on my calendar tomorrow and just bump that out. Or I could continue to post what I was going to post at 5 a.m. and then we could do an afternoon release for these in the afternoon. So many options, and that's the beauty of it, is that it's your social media. It's your choice how you want to post, what you want to post, and you don't have to pay per post. So enjoy it. Enjoy posting as much as you want. I would just encourage you to be careful to not post too much, just because you can overwhelm your audience and people will either unfollow or kind of mute your posts just because it's too much. You're posting too frequently. It's too overwhelming. I say once a day is good. It's enough that they see you, but it's not too much. And then occasionally 2 posts a day is not a bad thing. But if you're posting more than 2 times a day, I would not encourage that. I feel like that is too much and people will end up muting you because they just feel overwhelmed by your posts. Really quick before I go, there was one more question I wanted to address, and that was by Angelica. You said, someday I want to have a business too, like this one. May I ask if it's okay while having a full-time job? If you could see my day and I saw following along just how much needed to get done and how much did not get done, this is my to-do list. There is 6 things on my to-do list that were not able to get done. And I still haven't even got these hats on our website, and I started working at 10 a.m. this morning and we're approaching 10 o'clock at night. I would say, unfortunately, no, I don't think that this is something you could do while having a full-time job, unless you were going to hire people to take care of everything for you, which is awesome. It just was not an option for us financially. And to have a sustainable income from the coffee shop, we have to do a lot of this work ourselves. So no, I don't think that this is something that you could pour 100% of your energy into if you have a full-time job. But prove me wrong. I think that that would be awesome if you could make it work. It just is not possible for us right now. Anyways, hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed just this little follow-up video from yesterday and got to see a little bit more about what we do behind the scenes and kind of the reasons why. Anyways, have an awesome day. I'll see you soon.